Hey there. Oh, welcome back. Today's a big day. As you can see, there's nothing here. This is where the spare tire goes. It's invisible. It's been, what do they call it? Weight reduced. It's more aerodynamic this way. That's all. I get better MPGs at a 0.01 mile an hour. Makes a big difference. Yeah. So today we're gonna finish the exhaust on this side. We're gonna put the tailpipe on, or the tail lips, as some people call them. I also made a piece to go here. I didn't bore you with that. I mean, I spent like 2 hours doing it. If you want metal man, yeah. If you want, why is there so many bugs here? Get out of here. Get. Stupid things. If you want some metal fab videos from someone who knows what they're doing, I would go watch Fitzy. I just pretend I know what I'm doing. But it came out okay. It'll work for what I gotta do. So, I probably won't put it in today because I want to paint it. And then, I'll attach it later. Oh! God! The floor is killing me. Oh. I'll probably attach it up here on the slip. Maybe some spot welds. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. And then, yeah. Yeah, so this is uncomfortable. So I'm heading this way. You might be asking yourself, why is it uncomfortable? Well, here, pull back this. It's not quite, shall we say, level. And that's where, that likes to get you right in the kidneys right there. So, yeah, struggling through this one. Blanket helps a lot. So, this is what I made. It's nothing fancy. Flat piece. And then, I beat this pretty good. Had to just curve it just a little bit. And then just a couple spot welds. I'm not burning it in. I'll probably do a couple holes down through here. I want to replace the quarter panel at some point. When we get there, that's all getting redone. So I just wanted something in the hole. To kind of keep the water out and the smoke. I rolled down the back window, but that just sucks in more. All right, so I want to test fit this one last time, and then we'll do the exhaust on this side and call her good. There we go. Ooh, get the light off of it. There, now you can see it. It's not that bad. Kind of fits in there pretty good. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it looked like originally because that piece was long gone. I just know that the spare tire sits there, and from photos I've seen, there's a, like a little rounded well. I don't know if I'll ever build that, and I doubt that I'll find one. It's fine, but like I also don't know. I don't know how it attached to the quarter panel. Like I don't know if there was a separate piece that came up inside, or there was just a 90 along there. I don't know. I'm just going to attach it, down along this side, there's a little lip that's about, inch and a half. That's where I'm gonna just drill some holes, just spot weld it in. I'll do that later. And that's how I'm gonna put it in. And then I'll probably do like a spot weld up and through here. That doesn't fit exactly good, but it's better than a big gaping hole. And then that little spot right there, I might make a small piece later for that. There's a lot of curves in there, so I don't, it's better than what it was. And that's all I need right now. Little paint, a couple tacks, and I put the cover back on. No one's going to see it besides you, me, and the guy at the garage who inspects her once a year. And the last couple times I took her in there was nothing there. So this is a 100% improvement over what was there. All right. So I got that done. I believe we can cross that off the list. I'm going to call that done. Yeah, I think it's on the list. So let's go cross that off the list before we forget. Nothing like getting something done off the list and then forgetting to cross it off the list. That's just, we can't have that. So let's do that. Doesn't appear I put it on the list. I did not put it on the list. Nope, did put it on the list. But here, we'll put it on the list. Wheel well off the list. Alright, the only thing that we got to do or figure out for the tailpipe on this side is the hanger for the rear, for the, the hanger. And when I ordered these tailpipes off of Amazon, or no, off of eBay, because they were the cheapest. They came with a bunch of hangers. They're just universal type hangers, and I got a 2.5 inch clamps. The hanger at the front of the wheel, on the front of the axle, I was able to bend one of these to make it. I made it fit the factory bracket. Now I don't know if this is the bracket, the factory bracket or not, but it's what was on there. And it's like this, the frame's here, and then I kind of went in here like this. Well, it came in from this side, and it, that's how it did. And then the tailpipe actually clamped around this. That might be a problem. So I don't know if I can find new ones of these. This fits pretty good. Right, it's just holding tailpipe. I don't know, well, maybe it might, I don't know. See, I'd rather have this part for the clamp, so that way it just doesn't slide off. Got something to grip to. And these holes are way back further than what this is. And of course the old tailpipes went out the side. I'm just gonna let them go out the back. I'll probably just point them down so they're not just blasting the back of the bumper. I wonder if I can just bend this, because I can, I can go 90 with this. I'll tell you what. Let me put the tailpipes in there. And we'll just see where they rest and sit and call themselves home. Alright, so there, I see some wiggling up there, so we might have to, when we get this done, we're going to have to investigate that, but look, oh, you can't look. Alright, there we go. So right there, that's where the old mount mounted, and the tailpipe will live right here. And these tailpipe, I mean, it follows that frame nicely. We'll spin around. I'll roll over here in a minute. But yeah, I don't even think I'm going to turn it down. I think I'll just leave it. So now we just got to go from there down. And maybe, whoops. Where'd it go? Hold on. This is going to be too big. This is going to be too big. Yeah. Yeah, come up with something. Let me brainstorm for a minute. This is hard to like do this and film it at the same time. I don't have a tripod. I'm leaning towards using this on this side. I can't. Because like this will fit into there. And it's a nice slip fit. Alright? And I'll let it wiggle. My problem is, well, I got two problems. A, where this sits and where the pipe is basically almost underneath this. It's, you know, the center of the pipe runs about right there. So I'm about 2 inches off. I mean, I guess I could cut and weld this. But the second problem I have is the distance. Like, I can't go no further than this. And so, like, I gotta go like that, basically. So this, it really needs to be up here. And I got a piece of, I only got 2 more of these left that's unbroken. I need at least one for the other side. I mean, I could always run an AutoZone and get another one, you know. Or I might have one actually. So I have this one that's I've already bent and cut. It's not going to stay there, but that would be almost where it's got to go. Hold on. It's not going to fit. Plus this is too big. I wonder if I can turn that. Oh! There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There. Now I can go. I'm gonna have to drill a hole in the frame. I really don't want to do that. The back ends of these frames are known for being a little bit hoardy. And I don't want to add any holes, actually. This is dirty. I don't want to add any holes. Let me see where this will line up. I think I'll just weld it right to it, because then I can at least keep this, and the other side is completely different. I believe the other side, I left the old hanger there on the other side. I think I can reuse it, because there's an entirely different story going on the other side. I'll show you after we do this. Let me pound this out. Like new. Alright, let me see where this is going to live. See if I got to trim this anymore. And then I guess we'll fire up the welder. I don't like welding overhead, but I don't want to drill a hole in my frame either. So, weld it is. Let the record state, I don't like any of this. To make it work, I gotta bend it at a 90. And then this is actually I gotta bring this over to at least this side. So I gotta bend it. I gotta like Z it. I got a Z bender. So let's get busy on that, shall we? It's gonna be so much fun. I gotta come up with a better mounting system for my clamp, for my bench vise. I don't know where I want to put it. That's the problem. You're looking at all my workspace area, workbench area. You're looking at all of it. So I don't know where I want to put it, because this seems to be the most convenient spot to put it, but it's always in the way. So I don't know, I was thinking about maybe off the Jeep taking the I put a trailer hitch on it. I'm thinking about taking that off, cutting it up, and welding the hitch down here. That way I can just slide it on and off. Might be a good winter project. Alright. Close to 90 for what we're doing. It's, now I gotta go 90 that way. So right, yeah, 90, layer down. Fell off the floor. Floor goes from concrete to wood. They're not the same level. Whoops. Oh. It's like I knew what I was doing. I believe it will be close enough for what we're doing and where we're trying to go. And that's to the ice cream parlor. So I'm gonna throw a bolt through there. I'll get the welder dug out, and then give me a little shiny spot, and then we'll throw some sparks. Cover me, I'm going in. I'm not taking my phone down there. It's the only one I got. And it's paid for. And I don't have $1,000 for a new phone. So the phone's going to stay here where little sparkies can't get all over it. No sparkies on my phone. And that's how I'm shooting all this. So you'll just have to stay here and watch me struggle trying to weld overhead at a weird angle with the part of the floor jabbing me in my kidney. And my back is already starting to tap out. I think my next chiropractor appointment is next week, so like I gotta get 2 next week. So stretch, oh stretchy, stretch. Don't hit the light. Oh, okay. So here we go. It's gonna be the most perfect weld you've ever seen in your life. Just trust me on this. It's perfect. Here we go. Fat man struggling to weld overhead. Take 1. Alright. Oh, you know what? Kind of helps if you plug it in a little bit. Means I gotta unplug my fan. Take 2. There she goes. Alright. Oh, by the way, the gas tank's right above me, so I don't know what's in it. No, besides maybe 4 or 5 year old gas. I mean, we'll be fine. Where's my bracket? Need that. Man, that's hot. It looks awful. I just couldn't see. Everything was in the way. The ground, the magnets, the end, the little rubber. It was all in my way. The helmet was in my way. I don't know if you saw it, but I blinded myself. There. And it looks awful. When I tugged onto it, I was shaking the whole car. So, while it looks horrendous, I think she's going to hold. It's just holding up the tailpipe. You know, it doesn't have to be dimes for miles. I mean, it'd be nice. Not going to lie, it would be nice. Alright, I got to recuperate. That killed me. And then I'll hang the tailpipe, and then we'll see the carnage. And then you can all post on how horrible of a welder I am overhead while laying down at an awkward angle while fighting with my helmet. And I couldn't see. I think it'd be, once I get her out of here, I think when we get her up and running rolling now, I'll jack her up, and then, because then I can lay from behind and it'll be better. There it is. Kind of curious about what this looks like. I'll see it when I edit it. Oh, that looks wonderful. Just so peachy. So peachy. Like, professionally done. But, there. I mean, it's not going nowheres. Nowheres. It's tight. It's in. I got one more clamp put on. I'm going to do that right now. And we're done on the passenger side. Oh my God. It's done. All the way down. All the way down. Yep. She's done. That looks like that's going to leak. Okay, maybe we're not done. I'll have to weld that up. Just not today. But we can at least... Sorry. The list. Okay, we can't end it without the list. Exhaust. Half done. Passenger side. Done. I gotta add something to the list. We take it off the list. As Chris Jericho would say, you just made the list. Weld glass pack. So I'm gonna end it here. It's starting to get muggy. My back is filing complaints. I think I want some workman's comp. I'm going to deny those though. Ain't got time for that. But we got a lot done today. You know, it spent like 5 hours out here. But, you know, I made that one panel. I know I didn't show going through it, but, you know, if I did, this would have been another hour-long video, and really don't. They take forever to load up. And if you're like me, sometimes you don't want to watch 40, 50-minute videos, 2 hour, 2.5 hours. Derek. No one wants to watch that, so I'm going to try and keep them down around 30 minutes. And, you know, we got a lot done. I got a lot done this week. A lot of small stuff, but it's stuff that it had to get done to, you know, so I can get closer to firing her up. So, I don't know if I'll have time to do the other side this week. My CV axle showed up today. Amazon got it to me a day early. Hopefully I don't spend all day on that. Should only take an hour. I've never done a CV axle, but it's, you know, it seems really straightforward. And I already watched a video on YouTube about it. Ironically, from the same company who sent me the axle. I didn't plan that. but I did. And they have a very nice instruction booklet in it. So I want to do that. That'd be Wednesday. And then Thursday, I kind of want to get away for a day. Yesterday was the kid's birthday. So up until COVID, we were taking them somewhere. It was on his birthday, wherever you wanted to go. Like George, Great Escape, whatever. Lately, it's been ports. And we kind of stopped doing that around COVID. So he picked out John Brown Farm. Free. Just need gas to get there. So put the axle in tomorrow. Well, hopefully that one's good, doesn't make noise. And then I kind of want to get away for a day. And then maybe Friday I can get out here and start working on the other side. I don't know if I'll show the whole thing, but if I can get half of the other side done this week before I go back to work, that'd be fantastic. Transmission lines, I should be able to get them at the end of the month. I gotta save up. I need a load of wood. We heat with an outdoor boiler. I think I can get away with just 2 loads of woods. Winters aren't like they used to be. They're kind of warm. I mean, they're still long. The heating season is still long, but I think 2 loads will get me done. Will get me through. You know, I got almost 2 cords sitting there. So I get another load. That's another 5-ish cords. I need 2 because they do go through a lot of wood. At least 10 cord. But yes, it's a lot of wood. And I cut it all. I get them in log lengths and then I cut them. So soon that will be occupying all my time. But I gotta get a load. I at least want to order it by the end of the month. And I don't order it till I got the money. So paychecks for the rest of the month, I gotta put, chunk aside. I gotta get a load of wood. And then it's school tax season. So that'll get me through September. And then into October probably when I'll pay that. Because we should be getting at it by the end of the month. And I need my rebate check from the state. Because that'll pay half of it. So I gotta come up with another $600-700 or so. And then we're done with tax season until January. So end of the month I should be able to get the transmission lines, and I think I'm gonna have to order another small roll brake line because I don't think I got enough. I want to redo the front lines from the master cylinder down to where I already ran new lines. I don't like how I have it. So before I bleed the system out, I want to redo those lines. And I think I'm going to have to get another roll of the copper clad lines. And then we can bleed the brakes finally. And get the transmission lines in. Throw some antifreeze in it. I might have to monkey around with the rear door. Gas tank is in the back. I will show you where the gas tank's in the quarter panel on the driver's side, and she was a leaker, and no one repops those tanks. I don't understand why, because they look like that tank would fit multiple years, like way up into the 70s of station wagons, but no one repops them. That could be a video, because I cut out the part that was leaking. It was, of course, the bottom of the tank, of course. So I cut that out like a couple years ago. So she's good and well aired out. I filled her up with water, let her drain out before I went and took the death wheel to it. So I kind of want to try my hand at basically replacing the bottom of the tank. Because if I could reuse the original tank, that would be awesome. Because I put a universal tank fuel cell in the underneath storage, where some station wagons would have the fold away seats. I don't have the fold away seats. That's where I put the tank. It only holds 16 gallons. And with a 460, I don't go very far in between gas stations before I got a refill, and then she only holds 16 gallons, and I don't go very far. So if I can get the original tank, which I believe is a 25 gallon tank, A, I would then have room for a spare tire again, and B, I would get it out from underneath that storage area. I have it vented out through where the original gas cap is, so I don't get too much gas smell. But when I go to fill it, I gotta open up the back door and roll down the window and flip it up, and it's a thing. And then it kind of smells like gas inside for a little bit. And I used my wagon before I went to rebuild the transmission, which, if you didn't watch the original video on this thing, this is why we're here, because the transmission was puking everywhere. I pulled it, I was just going to reseal it, and there was a lot of gaskets or disc material, I should say, in the pan, so I decided to rebuild it. I tried to rebuild that during COVID, and the first drum has me a little worried. No one would send me the correct, not steels, the fibrous discs. No, actually, I needed the steels. I needed 0.65 steels, I believe. I would have to look at my notebook. The rebuild kit came with 095s. I needed 068s. That's what I needed. I need 068s because of the gap. When I put it all together, the drum, when I put it all together, I had too much play in it. And if I got 068s, I could then add another steel and another fiber disc. So instead of having 4 of each, I'd have 5 of each, and the clearance in between the snap ring and the top of the first steel plate would have been perfect, right where it should be. I ordered from 3 different places. I would specifically ordered the 068s. Everyone kept sending me the 95s. So I have 4 sets 95s. And I gave up. After a year of trying to get them, I just threw it all together. So I anticipate that first drum to have a little bit of slippage. But everything's new in it, so I should be able to get a couple years out of her. And hopefully by then I can get 068s. That would be nice, but yeah, that's why we're here. So I forgot what we were talking about, to be honest with you. I got rambling on something about gas, and yep, I lost train of thought. So, all right, I guess that just means it's time to go. 44 of you watched last week's video. I don't know if you watched all of it, but you watched enough of it to count it as a view. Thank you for watching that. It means everything to me. I do wish that at least a couple of you would have subscribed, or at least left a like. I mean, give me a like at least, takes forever. I spend hours in makeup to put this together for you guys. You know, this just doesn't happen. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you watch this week. And we're getting closer to firing her up. We still got to tackle the hood problem. And I'll explain that when we get to the hood. But let's just get her running first. So thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. That'd be great. I only got one subscriber. He needs a couple buddies. Share with your friends. Get out there. Keep plugging away. And get your project back on the road. Till next time. Thanks.